turn on the light. Hi, everybody. I like to do that. You're so cute.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Make sure you're in a comfortable seated position. Make sure your feet are flat on the ground. Your legs are at a 90-degree angle. You can come forward on your seat a little bit. I have shorter legs, so I gotta sit forward. Make sure your spine's nice and tall. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Nice posture. And close your eyes. Just take a couple cleansing breaths in and out your nose. Just letting go of all the worry and the stress you've had today, and anything that you have planned for the next couple days. Just focus right now on this hour class and just stretching your body, feeling good. Take one more deep breath here. Keeping your eyes closed, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Try not to bring your shoulder up. Keep it down, away from your ears. But try to get your ears close to your shoulder as possible, feeling the stretch down the side of your left, of the neck on the left-hand side. I like to just shimmy my neck a little bit to feel a stretch. Gently roll your head down over the top of your chest and over to the left-hand side. So now your left ear should be over your left shoulder. Wiggle it a little bit just to give it a little extra space. Feel that stretch down the right side of your neck now. Maybe into your shoulder. Gently roll your neck again, down and around and over to the right-hand side. Right ear over the right shoulder. And when you get there, what I'd like you to do is bring your left hand down underneath the chair and bring your right hand over and gently pull down on your left temple, bringing your ear closer to your right shoulder. Really feeling that stretch nice and deep on your left-hand side. Making sure you're breathing in and out. Spine is straight. Gently release your head, come up to center, and take your left ear over your left shoulder. When you get there, bring your right hand to the bottom of your chair and take your left hand over and place it on your right temple. And gently draw your ear down towards your left shoulder. Really feeling that stretch now deep in your right side. Should never hurt. Make sure you're not forcing it. Just feeling a nice stretch. Release your head and come back to center. Take your right head, just the right one, not the left one. Look over your right shoulder, turn your head and look over the right shoulder. This is how today's gonna go.
Love it already.
Don't force it, just feel the stretch now in a different part of your neck, kind of looking for the wall behind you. Gently turn your head and look over to the left side. Try and look behind you on the left side. You might find that you can see a little bit further on one side than the other. Come back to center. I'd like you to drop your head down to your chin to your chest. I can't talk today. God.
Speaking in tongues.
I'm speaking. Speak English, Jessica. I know, right?
Dutch.
Bring Oh, bring your hands behind your head and gently draw your head down. Feeling the stretch down your spine. Listen. Karen's here. I'm screwing up because of Karen.
You're possessed.
Release your hands, and then I want you to take your chin up to the ceiling. Feel the stretch in the front of your neck. And this is where you can make the kissy faces or the moose down to the ceiling. And it really stretches. But really lift your chin up. All right, come back to center.
In the spirit of Halloween.
We're going to go ahead and do some shoulder rolls now. Start forward or backward.
Expect that.
No, it's not. Gently feeling the shoulders. Go the opposite direction.
I'm always good with sound effects.
It's like
Bring your arms out to the side. We're going to open up the shoulders a little bit further. Okay.
Oh.
Come into cactus and bring your arms together. Elbows, forearms, hands. Once they're in front of you, what I'd like you to do is push your hands away from your face a little bit. It's really going to open up the inside of the shoulders. And when you're here, we're going to just pulse it 10 times, up and down. All right, and then when you release it, bring them further back and squeeze your shoulder blades together as you're squeezing a walnut. A walnut.
Oh.
Some candy. Feel it. Bring your hands together.
You said you were going to do a Halloween thing.
Bring your hands together in front of you and push them away from your face. And then we're going to just pulse them 5 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open up and squeeze your shoulders together. Come back and just come back to a neutral so they're off to the side and straighten your arms out. We're going to do like a little helicopter. So yeah, you guys can, yeah. So when you're here, your arms might be feeling tired, just leave them there. So we're just gonna leave your bottom section firm in your seat, right? And what you're gonna do is twist and try to twist open as far as you can. That was a bit dangerous. And then twist the other direction. Come back to center. We're gonna go this side again. Back to center and over to the left. Come back to center. I know, right? I know, right? Should be feeling it maybe in here, in your shoulders, in your deltoids. Really, really stretching. We're not done yet. Bring your arms back out one more time. We're gonna, everybody likes the helicopter since it's Halloween. So we're gonna do little helicopters with our hands. So we're gonna do little circles. Just gonna do this for a couple seconds. Feel like a duck. Go the opposite direction. Go the reverse. Really, really warming up those arms. Keep going. And let go. Hey, I'm not cold anymore. Actually, I still am. So we're going to do a little bit of cat and cow to warm up the spine. So you're going to push your chest forward. And we can do wolf and cat. We can do wolf and cat. So and then cat, bring your chin to your chest, round your back. Back to wolf. Back to cat. Wolf.
You want this at your Pilates class?
And cat.
I would love if any kids are going by right now.
One more time. Wolf. And cat. Come back to center. There is, yeah. Jen's on.
Oh, did Jen make it? Hi, Jen!
So what I want you to do now is we're going to go ahead and
Stop laughing.
we're going to stretch. So bring your left hand down to the bottom of your chair. And what I really want you to do is we're really going to lean over to the right hand side. Okay. Really lean. Bring your arm up. And really stretch for the ceiling, for the wall. And then take your arm back, keeping that stretch. Take your eyes with it, looking at your hands, and then bring it forward. We're gonna go back again, go all the way back, and all the way forward. Lean back, lean back. We're gonna go to the other side now. So I really want you to lean. So if you're here, hold on to the chair, use it as your support, and really lean. Like if I were holding on, I'd be falling off, right? Look up to your hands, and then I want you to push it back as far as you can, following it with your eyes. And then come forward with it. And then all the way back again. And then forward with it. And yeah, it's like Princess Jess. All right, we're gonna twist open now. So bring your left hand to your right leg, your right arm behind you. And we're gonna twist open, looking over your shoulder. Remember, sit up nice and tall. And with every breath in, sit a little bit taller. And when you exhale, twist a little bit further. Listen to your body. I don't want any cracking. Come back to center. We're going to go to the other side. Right hand, left leg, left arm behind you. Twist open to the left side.
And we're playing twist.
Next, we're going to get out the broomstick and we're going to do limbo.
That might be good at that.
Come back to center. I want you to open your legs just a little bit wider than hip width, not very far, just a little bit further. I want you to take your arms up, look up to the ceiling, really stretch, look up to your arms. Okay. And then I want you to lean forward all the way and bring your hands all the way to the ground if you can. You can bring them to the top of your feet, to your shins, wherever you can. And feel a stretch. Release your head, let it fall. Wiggle it side to side for a no, and then up and down for a yes. Opening up that neck a little. Keep your right hand down and twist open to the left, looking up over your left shoulder.
What was that pose called?
No, you're the.
Forward fold.
I just wanted to-
Right hand is down, left arm is up.
Yeah. I usually do it with the arm.
Bring your left hand down to the ground and twist open to the right. Bring your hands to your knees and slowly bring up your spine, straight as possible, sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna do a little bit more stretching on the side. Take your right leg out to the side. So your left leg remains straight, 90-degree angle. Now you come to the edge of your chair, or if you need to, you can even sit sideways. You do that way too, whichever one works best for you. Look at you two, play musical chairs. Once your leg is straight, What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right hand and we're gonna go down our right leg, and our left arm is gonna come up over our head, and we're gonna twist open. Kind of take your shoulder and fall backwards a little bit. So you really feel open and stretched. Looking up to the ceiling, chest open, and breathe. Take another breath or two here. Come all the way up. Bring your right leg forward. So it's straight in front of you, foot is flexed, pointing towards your face. And then point it to the ground. Really feel a stretch over the top of your ankle. Flex it and point. Flex it, point, flex it. And now what I'd like you to do is to reach down for your foot and feel the stretch in the back of your leg. Sit up slowly and bring your right leg in. We're going to go over to the left side. Under the left side of your chair, left leg out. What's this called? The right leg? That's what it's called. The right leg, 90-degree angle. I have words today. We're going to take our left arm down, our right arm up. Oh, that one's not good. And twist open. Bringing your right arm up and over. Take your right shoulder and really pull it back like you're falling backwards. Twisting your chest open to the ceiling, looking up and opening up all the way down the right side. Oh, it's intense. What would you call this? What's this pose? Hard. Hard. Come all the way up and bring your left leg up.
Ballerina.
That could be a ballerina. So the leg is straight, the foot is flexed towards the face. Really draw the toes towards you and then point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And now you're gonna reach down for the foot and draw it closer to you so that you get that stretch up the back of the calf. You can drop your head down, release it a little bit. Sit up slowly so you don't get dizzy. And come back to the center of your chair. You should be feeling nice and loosey-goosey, right? If not, we can do a little bit of like wiggling just to finish warming up the spine. I like this pose. It's like a snake. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do some goddess. We're going to spread our legs open. Come to the edge of your chair. Just be careful, ladies, because these ones do fold forward a little bit. So give yourself a little support. Open your legs as far as you can, right? So your feet should be the same direction as your knees. So if your knees are in, follow your knees. It should be a straight line, right? So I want you to do, sit up nice and tall. And what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward. Okay. You're going to drop your left shoulder down and look up over your right shoulder. Look down to the ground and then bring your right shoulder down and look over your left shoulder. So we're just doing some gentle twistings in goddess pose here. Come to center and go back over to the right side, dropping the left shoulder down. Down the center. Drop your right shoulder, look over your left. And we're going to do one more set for each side. Look to center. Drop your left shoulder, look over your right. Down, and drop your right shoulder, look over your left. Come all the way back up. Keep your legs how they are. So what I want you to do is just to bring your hands to the inside of your knees. And I just want you to push them gently to really open up the fascia, the groin, and really just feel the stretch in that area. You might feel it on the outside of your hips. That's where I feel it a lot of times. My hip flexors. Just hold it for another moment and then release. What I'd like you to do is come up onto your tippy toes. Whoo, right? I feel a little deeper stretch. If you don't feel enough of a stretch, push your legs open a little bit further. Right? Keep them here for a moment. So stop pushing your legs open, but I want you to keep your hands on your knees. And from here, what we're going to do is you're just going to do a couple hip circles, because just small, gentle ones. You should feel a really big stretch on the outside of your hips. Go the other direction.
How's that doing, Rose?
Okay.
That's good.
Come to center, drop your legs, walk them in. Shake them out. Ooh, doggy. I really feel that one. Everybody feel that one? Right on my hips. So we're going to stand up and do some things. We're going to stand and do some things. This is not some of people's favorite, but we're going to play with it, right? Arms up in the air.
Oh, no. I know what it is.
Lean forward, arms back. Plant your feet and stand all the way up. And stretch. Come up to the balls of your feet. Really stretch up. Look up to the ceiling. Bend your knees and slowly start sitting without looking.
Yeah, no, that's.
Sit all the way
I
down.
flopped.
This chair I can do it on, Jeff.
It's these ones. Ready? We're going to do it again. Arms up in the air. Swing them back. Plant your feet and stand all the way up. Go up to the balls of your feet. Ooh, don't fall. And go down.
It's coming from the girl that
Bend your
instructed me.
knees. Hey, I didn't say I have to be. I'm not graceful.
No. That's not good.
And slowly sit back down.
See, I trust this chair. I don't trust those.
We're going to do one more time, and this time we're going to stay standing. Ready? Arms up in the air. Swing them down behind you. Plant your feet. Stand all the way up. Stretch. And then come to the back of your chair. I really felt it.
We didn't know.
It's all right. So I want you to face your chair so that you can face the seat. Yep, so turn it. If you don't want to go this slow, you can always just use the back. You can use, there you go. There's using your noggin. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit down facing dog. We're going to feel a little bit of stretch, okay? So arms up, and you're going to lean forward, bringing your hands to the chair. Your ears should be parallel to your arms. Your arms should be straight. Your back should be flat. Your legs can be straight. Your knees can be bent. Whatever feels comfortable for you. But once you're here, I do want you to paddle out your legs just a little bit. This just means coming to the balls of your feet and bending your knees just a little bit to feel that stretch.
Jane, do you want me to do that?
When you come up this time, trust yourself. Straighten your legs using the chair for support and come in to a plank position. Come into a plank position. So you're going to trust yourself, support yourself with the chair, and bring your chest up and your head up. He's slipping.
Yeah. Slipping.
All right, so what I want you to do now is just to bring your legs forward and come up to a standing position. We're gonna do something fun. Are you okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
So to make sure, you can use the back of the chair, you don't have to use the front. So if you want to go, if you don't want to go so deep. So you can turn it
Or if I
around.
don't want to go at all, I'll stand.
So you can just stand and watch.
She will applaud us doing our effort.
Absolutely.
So we are going to do the warrior series because I really do want us to do a little bit of lunging, okay? And I just feel like it could really open us up. To turn your chair so you're at the back, okay? Your feet are hip width apart. And I want you to step your right leg back, okay? So that you come into a lunge. Okay, this is high lunge. You're on the ball of your foot in the back. Your front leg is bent and you're holding onto the chair for support. If you don't want to hold onto the chair for support, you can always bring your arms up over your head if you trust yourself. But this is okay. This is doing the same stretching.
Look at her go.
Yes, go.
Take a nice deep breath. And I want you to drop your back foot to a 45-degree angle. Okay, so your back foot, you were up on your ball of your foot. Drop it so the full foot is on the ground. 45-degree angle. Now your hips are going to want to come out to the side. Really draw them forward. So you feel the stretch down the front of your left leg, of your right leg, sorry. So you're here. This is warrior one. You can keep your arms here. It's the same thing. Really, really feel the stretch. Your front leg might be shaking a little bit because I know mine is. That's a good feeling. Means we're using it. What I want you to do is bring your arms down to the side. And we're going to open up to the opposite side. So to the left side. Yep. There you go. Take another breath here. What I want you to do is we're just going to take our arms like a water wheel all the way around. And when we do, we knock our water over. You're going to bring your foot, your back foot now is going to be parallel to the back wall. So your foot is no longer 45 degrees. It's parallel. Your front leg is still bent, but now your arms are in front and behind you. This is warrior two. You're looking through the middle finger of your left hand. Again, you can use the chair and just keep your arm up behind you. The chair is there for support. Take your right arm down to reach for your right leg and take your left arm up and over. This is reverse warrior. I'm very proud of you ladies. You're doing a good job. Bring your forearm of your left arm to your leg, or you can bring it to the chair and bring your right arm up and over. This is extended side angle. When you're here, make sure you're opening your chest up to the ceiling, kind of like we did on the chair where it feels like your shoulder is going to go back. Really open up and look. Look down to the ground and bring yourself back up into warrior two. We're going to do one more thing in warrior. Grab your chair and you're going to fly, right? Here's what you're going to do. All you're going to do is push up onto your front leg and bring your left leg back. It's okay if you don't do it, if you can't make it.
It's like sideways though?
Yep. And it comes down. Yeah, you just do it for seconds. Yeah, you don't have to go really high. Just bring your leg up behind you. Yeah. And come out a bit. Yeah, it was just for a moment. It was just a fly. But you should feel your quad in the front. It should be on fire. We really worked it. We're going to go to the other side now.
I think it went numb.
But really want to, really work our legs tonight, okay? So come back to center. And plan in. Take a deep breath. Right? Step your left leg back for a high lunge. I'm very proud of you ladies. Not everybody held on to the chair. I'm so excited. So you're here or you're here, wherever you feel comfortable. But we've been doing this enough, ladies, that I think you trust yourselves. But the chair is always there. Right? How deep can you go? This is the limbo, right? Drop your left foot behind you to a 45-degree angle. Remember, your hips are going to come out. Make sure you draw them forward so that you're straight. This is warrior one. Bring your arms out to the side and open up to the right.
Right.
Yeah, to the right. We're opposite, remember? Because we're going to do the water wheel and open up into warrior two. Bring your arms all the way around and turn your back foot to be parallel with the back wall. Warrior two. So when you're in warrior two, if you look down at your legs and your feet for just a moment, your heel should be able to split your back foot in half through the arch. That'll keep you in line. So this is warrior two. Really feel that. Come to your edge. Feel it where your leg's starting maybe to shake a little bit. Drop your left arm to your left leg and take your right arm up and over for a reverse warrior. Come forward. Bring your right forearm to your leg and your left arm up and over for extended side angle. You can always use the chair. Make sure you twist open, looking up to the ceiling. Look down to the ground. Come back up to warrior two. And then we fly. Bring your hand to the back of the chair. And trust yourself and just kick up. Yeah. Woo! And then come back to center. Good job. Now I'm sweaty.
Good.
I'm no longer cold. Okay. How you feeling?
Good.
Feeling good?
Okay.
I want you to turn your chair around again. Okay. We're going to, you might want to use the steps for the switch up. Okay. And use the back of the chair for step. We're going to really stretch up the back of the leg. Okay. Bring your left leg up to the top of the chair or to the seat. You always have, yeah, left. You always have these.
I had to go with my other left.
When you do this, all I want you to do is lean forward over your leg. Hold on to the chair.
We'll just move, put your leg maybe a little forward.
Yeah, just, yeah, on the ground.
On here.
Yeah.
Or the back, like
No, just step forward, Jane. So like
step
like
your left leg
this,
forward.
and point your toes up
and
towards
then-
your head.
Yep.
And then bring this one up?
No,
You're doing.
no, just leave both of them on the ground.
Yeah. So like this,
Instead of trying
like
to put
this.
them on.
Yep. So you can get
Do
the
you see how
stretch.
she's doing it there instead?
See how my legs are? And you can do that, pull it up, and then it'll stretch your back leg. So when you're here, I really want you to lean forward over your leg, trying to bring your head to your leg. It's going to work on a little bit of balance. If you don't want to hold on to the chair, grab for your foot. Come up slowly, release the leg, shake it out. We're going to do the other side. Bring your right foot up. Hold on to the chair. You okay?
Just like. How about it? Why don't you sit maybe?
Yeah, do it. Sit and do it.
You can always do it. Sitting and point your leg and.
You can also use the chair as like support. So make sure you're leaning forward over your leg.
You'll still get a stretch within doing, and then I'll lean forward with it. You'll still get a good stretch there.
Look at that, you touch your toes. Yeah.
And there's always alternates.
Release your leg.
That's the seat.
That feels good. And the hips, so shake out your hips a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's because they're so tight, we're not used to stretching those things. Yeah, like do some hip circles.
Oh,
Go the other direction. All right.
All right.
We are going
Here comes
to-
Elvis.
We're just gonna do just a little bit of balancing before we sit down, okay? Back your chair. Listen, I told you, it's like fun chairs. So we're gonna do some balancing. So make sure your feet are hip width apart. Rest your knee. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come up to your tippy toes. And down to your ground. And up to your tippy toes. And flex the ground. Now try without any hands. And we're down. Up. Down. Up again. Now this time, stay up on your tippy toes. How long can you stand? Okay, how long can you do it? It's gonna drop first. I'm gonna drop first because we're done. We're gonna do it opposite direction, right? Up onto your heels instead of your toes. Yeah, so lift your toes up off the ground, come up onto your heels. Up, down, up on your heels, down to the ground. Yeah. This one's a little bit harder. Now try to let go once you're on your heels. Oh, that's all. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but I was trying to balance with my head. So now we're gonna do with one leg, right? To lift, however you want to. Bend your knee, take it out to the side, take it behind you. I'm gonna take it behind me and hold it like flamingo because I'm a pretty flamingo, right? Now, she's a pretty flamingo with her colors. We're gonna come up onto one toe. Come onto the ball of your foot, one foot.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What are we doing? One, did you say one toe?
just one toe. One set of
Yeah,
toes.
it's one toe.
Just this foot. Come up onto your tippy toes. Listen, the words do not work tonight.
Okay. Understood that then.
And then try to come up. And once you're up, then let go. And see how you do. Right there. Look at you go. Did you come up on your tippy toes though?
Oh, no. We try it on one foot.
Other side.
Yeah, anyway.
Tippy
Yeah.
I'm
toes
on one foot.
down. Tippy toes. Other foot.
Oh,
Switch your
okay.
foot. Other foot. There you go. Down. Tippy toes. Down. One more. Tippy toes. Once you're up, let's go. And see where you go. Yeah, see, that was not bad. Yeah. So come back. We're going to we're going to do it one more time, but on the heels this time. Take one foot up. Nope. We're just doing some balancing.
I don't consider that bouncing. I can't even get it back on my heel.
Try it. It hurts a little bit when you're on one foot, that one. We're going to go to the other side really quick. But the idea is to really trust yourself and let go of the chair if you're balancing, even if you're just doing this. This is practicing your balancing as well.
All right, I'll practice for you.
Okay. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more difficult. Just because I can.
We're not at the level to go to.
Bring your leg down. I do want to do one more balancing. We're going to do tree pose.
Oh,
Okay. So you can stand here. You can stand here. Whatever works best for you. So you can come to here, where your foot. This is kickstand. This is completely normal. Come up to your calf. This is completely normal. And you come all the way up to the top. This is normal. So all of this, and the idea is I do want you to let go of your chair if you can for a balance. Trees sway, trees move, So if you're moving, it's fine. Just fall out, come right back into it. Do whatever you feel comfortable with your hands. You can come here for namaste hands. You could be a really big tree, bring them over your head. Now, once you're here and you're balanced and you're not holding onto the chair, look up to the ceiling and really work on the balance. Once you look up and you can balance, the real key now is to close your eyes and believe in yourself. I don't believe in myself.
You lost your belief.
I lost my belief. Fall out if you haven't already. We're gonna go to the other side. Kickstand, calf, and all the way up. This one's gonna go because of my knee. Nope, tonight's calf muscle for me. Whatever you want to do with your hands. The idea is to let go of the chair, trust in your balance. Once you can bring your arms behind your back for namaste hands. Okay.
Well, you said sway, and now I really needed to sway to keep my balance there.
Remember, once you got your balance, look up to the ceiling. And once you do that and you feel comfortable, close your eyes and trust yourself.
I'm gonna wreck my desk next week.
And fall out. Good job. Guess what? We're coming back to a seated position. Guess what that means? We're going to do a chair. And we're going to do it very slow for a count of 10 without looking. Okay? Feet hip width apart. You just had a tissue. I already got it for you.
Too late now.
Ready? Hip or hip width apart. Arms up over your head. Take a nice stretch.
That's
Look
the
up.
parents made by Jen.
Start bending your knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6.5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Sit. Oh, you guys could have kept longer, but next time we'll start at 20. All right.
That's easy.
That's why I threw 6.5 in there, just to be fun. So I want you to reground yourself. Feet flat on the ground. Knees are hip width apart. And I want you to close your eyes again. Just take a couple breaths. That was a lot of work we did on our legs, some balance.
Yeah.
Just come back to the seat that you're in. Make sure your spine is nice and tall. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. More breaths in. Slowing your breath. Coming back to center. So we're going to do a little bit of stretching again in the hips. So I'd like you to do is we're going to bring our leg up onto the right, up onto the left. Okay. So this is a figure 4, also known as seated pigeon. Okay. If you can't get your leg up, you can always do the kickstand to open it up. But I do want you to drop your knee a little bit so it's open. Okay. Because this right here will open up the hip enough that you can lean forward. Okay. So when you're here, you found the spot that feels best for you. Sit up nice and tall. And then I want you to hinge forward, not rounding your spine, but just start leaning forward with a straight spine. You should start feeling the hip, maybe stretching, a little bit of, not pain, but that good stretch you feel. And once you get there, you can stop and feel that. Just feel it and breathe into it. If you want to keep going further, you can keep going all the way until you can't hinge anymore. And then round your spine and drop your chin to your chest. What you do is you can bring your arms out in front of you, in front of your shin, so that they can just hang. You can keep them on your ankle and your leg. And just try to bring your forehead to your leg. Once you get in this position, what I really want you to feel is I want you to scan through your body. Are you holding on to any tension anywhere in your body? in your legs, in your toes, in your jaw, in your ears. And if you are, just let it go. Just breathe into where you feel the tension in your hip. A lot of people don't realize that we actually put a lot of emotions in our hip, a lot of feelings. So this can actually bring up the idea of wanting to cry because you're releasing all that stuff, all that junk that got stuck in there. Make sure you come into stillness. Just feel the stretch, stay here, allow gravity to help you go a little bit further. How far can you go? Come to your edge. Can you go a little further? Keep breathing. I'm going to hold it for another couple breaths. Just take one more quick scan and see if you can go a little bit deeper. Is your forehead on your shin? On your next breath in, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, sit yourself back up so you don't get too dizzy and lightheaded. Keep your leg how it is. We're going to do just a little bit of twisting here. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, your right hand behind you, and you're just going to twist open. Back to center. Before we put the leg down, we've got to rock the baby. Okay. So what I would like you to do is you can do this and bring your leg in to stretch it, or you can bring your foot to the inside of your elbow and rock it like a baby. Just stretching it on the opposite side.
You, Rose.
Try. Like I said, you can just do this. This is completely fine. Release your leg and bring it down to the ground and shake it out. Felt really good. We're going to go to the other side. Bring your left leg up, ankle to the top of your knee. Like I said, if you can't do that, you can always just bring it to the inside of your leg. Make sure the right leg is straight, the left leg is at an angle. And once you are in a comfortable position, go ahead and start hinging forward. Start hinging forward, bringing your forehead to your shin. And once you come to the spot where your body tells you that's enough, do your body scan through the whole body and feel where you're holding on to tension that you don't need to. Your arms can be beside your legs, in front of your legs, on your ankle and your knee, wherever you feel comfortable. Just make sure that you're true to yourself. Listen to what your body says. Come to that place where it's just at the edge, where you're saying this is enough, and just scan it. Could you go a little bit further? Sometimes when we breathe into these positions and release tension in another area, you'll be surprised that you can go deeper into the pose. The body just
relaxes. Make sure you're breathing. Very important. Don't pass out. I'm gonna take a couple more breaths here. Just make sure, like I said, do one more quick scan. You go a little bit deeper with gravity into this dose, feeling the stretch. Wherever your body needs it. On your next breath in, slowly come back up, one vertebrae at a time. Twist open, right hand to the outside of your left knee, left arm behind you. Twist open. This should feel different than earlier. Maybe go a little bit further. You did at the beginning. Come back to center, and we're going to just rock the baby, whether it's this way or the other way. Just want to open up the hip a little bit in the opposite direction. That's perfect. Yeah, that's honestly, however you can do to get that stretch on the other side is it can feel good. Just a counter stretch. That's why this works as well, because it works getting in this area in here. Release and come back up to center. Shake it out. We're almost done. So I want you to take your arms up, stretch up nice and tall. When you exhale, forward fold over your legs, letting it all go out. Release your head, let anything roll off of you. It doesn't belong. Bring your hands to your knees and slowly sit up. Now, take your hands behind you and grab the seat. We have the metal bars you can hold on to or the seat itself. So what I want you to do is you're going to drop your head and you're going to push your chest out and do a little bit of a back bend. And when you come to the fullest expression that you have, just take a couple breaths here. Come back to center. And just one more twist on each side. Left hand, right knee. We're going to twist over one more time. Really just wringing out the spine. We've done a lot of work tonight. Come back to center. We're going to go over to the other side. All right, come back to center, and I want you to come into your final position, which is your Savasana. In India, yeah, that was what that was. So, kick your legs out straight, come towards the end of your seat, careful, don't let it roll forward, and lean back. Just close your eyes. Just relax for a moment. Rest your hands on your stomach. Just breathe. Be proud of what you've done tonight, how hard you worked. We did a lot of stretching in the legs, which we haven't done in a while. Honoring yourself for coming tonight and for listening to your bodies and for just being here. Ladies did amazing tonight. I'm so proud of all of you. Just take next couple moments in quiet and just Let your body feel what it feels. Start bringing a little bit of wiggling to your toes and your fingers. Open your eyes slowly. With support on your chair. Push yourself up to a seated position. Thank you for coming tonight, ladies. I really appreciate it. Namaste. Thanks, Jen.